Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are good. Hope you guys are doing very well. This video is going to be a highly requested video that you guys have requested since I started this Buy It or Bin It series. If you're not familiar with this Buy It or Bin It series, I'll leave a playlist down below. All you have to do is click it. This video is a review on the Morphe 350 palette. So this video is just going to be my experience and my opinions. By all means, everyone has different opinions, so please respect mine if you do watch this video. Some people may like it, some people may not like it, but we're all not going to, share the same experience. And I would also love to know your experience and your review on this palette, so feel free to leave that down below so that if someone else wants to buy it, they have quite a few reviews to go on. I do hope by watching this video you guys at least have an idea on where you stand on whether you want to buy this palette or basically give this palette a miss. But yeah, let's get right into this review. So I basically ordered this palette over a year ago, so I think it's fair to say that I can give quite an in-depth view on my opinion on this palette. So currently I do not have an affiliate code or any partnership with Morphe, so I can't give you guys a discount code unfortunately, but I'm sure if you go looking you'll be able to find one just in case you want to save some money whilst ordering from Morphe. Since we're touching on the affiliate topic, I do want to say I know a lot of people did write in the comment section that they wanted me to give my opinion because they know I wasn't affiliated with Morphe, and they feel that a lot of people or YouTubers or content creators often hype up products if they have a partnership or a discount code. Don't let that throw you off. Just because someone collaborates or earns a little commission from working with the brand, don't necessarily just knock them off and feel all their opinions are biased, because some people may work with a brand and like a few products from the brand and may not necessarily like other products from the brand. So don't just necessarily be put off or be knocked off simply because of that, because I have been in situations where I've had a partnership with a brand and I have liked products from the brand, but just because I have an affiliate code or a partnership with them does not discredit my opinion. Some people, they may maybe overhype the way they feel about a product just because they want to base that on money. I can't speak for everybody, but I just don't want you guys to just always feel there's a negative connotation attached to that simply based on the fact that someone's earning money from disclosing their love for a product. I just want to throw that out there. So this is what it looks like, and basically on the back it has a sticker to indicate that it's 350 palette, which I personally feel could have probably been on the front and probably be engraved onto the palette like it does say Morphe, but I guess cost wise it will cost the company more, so I understand it's not really a big issue, but that's one thing that I noticed when I got the palette. Currently, this palette retails for $22.99. So the price has been consistent because that's the same price I paid for this palette, which I ordered over a year ago. But anyway, if you want to buy this in the UK, the average price that I see this selling for is £23.50. That's the average price. You may get it cheaper and you may pay a bit more depending on where you order from. Unfortunately, I can't give you guys a price on how much it would cost you for international shipping if you are in the UK and you order stuff from Morphe, because at the time I used a third party to get my things shipped. Because at that time I was ordering a whole lot of products from the US, so I used a third party to get them all shipped down to my house or here in the UK. At that time I do remember shipping these two palettes at the same time to my house, and it cost me £18 for custom fees and taxes when they arrived, and I obviously had to pay for shipping, which I can't remember what the price was. So for those of you that live in the UK like me, on average it takes 7 to 14 days for you to get your product shipped from the US all the way down here to the UK. With these two palettes it took exactly 10 days for that company to send them down to me, so I'm not too sure again how long it will take in terms of Morphe directly shipping to the UK. So I've been rambling so much, I haven't even showed you guys what this palette looks like. So this is what the Morphe 350 palette looks like. They do have two other palettes which are very similar to this. They have the 35S, I believe, don't quote me. But that one is basically these colours in a shimmer form, so they're all shimmery. They also have the matte version, which is, I believe, is the 35M, where they're all matte colours, whereas this one has a mixture of matte and shimmery colours. I want to get the best of both worlds and see if I like them before I get the other two. So what I absolutely love about this palette is the colours. I love the variety of oranges, browns, golds, bronze and brown colours that are in this palette. That's what attracted me. I'm not one that likes, you know, a lot of bright bold colours on my eyes. I tend to fall within this colour range. So for me, this palette was heaven. So this palette consists of 35 different colours. Technically, this is a very affordable palette. It costs $22.99 or £23.50. If you break that down, so that means every shadow is basically less than $1 and also less than £1, which is very affordable considering there's 35 different colours. So since there's so many colours, I couldn't swatch them all on one arm. I just felt like it wouldn't look right, or all the colours would look muddled. So what I did was swatch these colours row by row. So I'm going to show you what each colour looks like. This is how I'm going to show the swatches from this row across the second row, third row, fourth row, and this will be the fifth row. So that's how I'm going to swatch them and show you guys on screen right now. So this is what row 1 looks like. This is what row 2 looks like. This is what row 3 looks like. This is what row 4 looks like. And this is what row 5 looks like. The makeup look that I have on today, I did use the shadows from this palette. Saw that, but I used these two for the brow bone. This gold, I used this orange, I used this brown, and I also used this brown to achieve the look that I have today. So I love that in this palette you can actually get quite a variety of different looks from just this palette alone. So despite the fact that the colours in this palette are absolutely beautiful, I must say these are not the most pigmented eyeshadows that I've ever come across. They're not. I would say the shimmery or metallic colours in this palette are very pigmented. Colours like these ones, they're so intense that you don't even need to build them up as much. With the matte colours, I felt like with one swatch, the colour payoff wasn't intense. I had to build it up in order for it to be more intense. So I'm going to show you guys now exactly what I mean. So for example, this is the gold, which looks very pigmented. Whereas with a matte colour, this one swatch, you can see a bit of colour payoff, but as I swatched it down, it disappears. So you have to build it up. So by building it up, that's how I was able to show you guys swatches of this palette. Building it up is what you need to do with some of the colours in this palette for it to stand out more. Personally, that isn't a huge problem for me, but I know for some of you out there that may be a problem. So if you are concerned with the ingredients in this palette, I will list them on the screen now. So for you scientific people out there, you can break it down to us if these ingredients are, you know, something we should be worried about or not. One thing I would say I would have liked in this palette is if they added a mirror up here. Well, that would be helpful. I love it when palettes have mirrors in them because it just makes it easy where you don't have to even worry about getting a mirror. I would also like it if this palette had maybe a red and a black. I think that will make this palette perfect. Although it's not a big deal that it doesn't come with a red or a black. I feel like these two oranges are quite similar anyways. And in terms of the browns, I would wish this brown would have been replaced with a black because sometimes this brown comes a bit dusty and dirty. But that's just my opinion. That would be my constructive criticism or things I would like to add to the palette if I had the option to. It's not a palette that's going to break your bank. I think personally this is a decent palette. I do think it was probably a tad bit overhyped, just a little bit. Personally, I actually like this palette because I like the colours. Is this the best palette on the market? Absolutely not. Is this the worst palette on the market? Definitely not. Could it be a bit more pigmented? Yes, definitely, that would have helped, but it's not chalky or crazy where I can't work with it or build it up. So for me, it gets a pass. Is this a palette I would recommend? For the price, I'll mark this product as a buy it. I'll rate this a 7 out of 10. As per usual, I am going to do a giveaway on this palette, so if you are interested in winning this palette, make sure you check the description bar below this video on how to enter. As per usual, please give this video a thumbs up if you found this video helpful or you liked my review and if you learned something new. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I shall speak to you guys in my next video.